Harry James and Betty Grable. In the 1940s, they were two of the biggest names in show business. He was tops in the world of big bands, and her gams were Hollywood's main attraction.
Harry James was one of the great trumpet players of the 20th century. Anybody who knows anything about the instrument will tell you that.
At the time, Betty Grable was the highest paid actress in Hollywood. In fact, at one year, she had made more than the president did.
But put these two firecrackers together, and the result was more than explosive. The Harry James and Betty Grable success came easy, but happiness was another story. On this episode of Mysteries and Scandals, we'll examine the tumultuous relationship between Harry and Betty.
The temptations that come with fame are always there and test a person's character, and it is particularly true for musicians.
We'll also explore how Harry's constant infidelities led to violence.
Harry has been known to punch her out, and she in turn would hit him back.
Betty didn't have a drink until she met Harry James, and that's when she started drinking. And of course, Harry was a drinker, Harry was a gambler, and Harry loved the horses. And Betty got involved in all three.
And finally, we'll see how even death couldn't break the unusual tie Harry and Betty shared.
When Harry was very close to death, he would talk about Betty an awful lot. I believe he was of the opinion upon his death that he would be joining Betty.
I'm A.J. Benza. Join me for the story of a love affair that was rocky even by Hollywood standards. Harry James and Betty Grable. In one of the quickest ceremonies in Hollywood history, Harry James and Betty Grable were married at the Frontier Hotel in Las Vegas on July 5th, 1943. But their story started way back in 1916, at a time when many kids fantasized about